I'm not sure if you can see this, but welcome to SpongeBob 90 Nightmare, which has been voted to be the absolute worst SpongeBob game ever made. Let's play! It also has narration.
Another fun-filled day in Bikini Bottom comes to a close, and it is time for SpongeBob to enjoy some much-needed rest. But wait one moment. It seems as though our little yellow friend is on his way to boating school. SpongeBob desires so badly to get his boating license, only to fail miserably each time. Alas, I cannot bear to watch another doomed attempt. Bah! Yet I sense something different here. Yes. Oh, definitely. Impressive. These maneuvers are so advanced. I have never seen such a display of nautical prowess. Oh, it seems that his teacher agrees. She has even entered him into the esteemed Bikini Bottom 5000 race. Wait a moment. What are these disgusting things that have besieged the peaceful raceway? Fear not, good citizens, for SpongeBob SquarePants, the most talented boater in the world, can handle this.
Watch this. Just wait till after the loading screen. See what the game's like.
Time to put the pedal to the metal and make tracks. Evil is afoot, and it's up to me to stop it. To get the old reef rover going, I need to move the cursor to a spot I want to drive to, and then click the left mouse button.
Yeah, I played this at my grandma's house years ago.
This baby sure has some quick pickup. But I bet it'll really get going if I hold down the left mouse button and guide the cursor where I want to drive. Whoa! The tread on those tires sure doesn't look too friendly. I should give them a taste of the Reek Rover's Bubble Blaster.
This game
I
is so
need to
horrible.
place the cursor over those guys and
Look at
have
these
it
guys
shoot
over
the
here.
target. Once the target is on top of them, the left mouse button and whammo! Santo Justice! Oh yeah! I guess that's what they mean when they say burn rubber. But I better keep my eyes open for more of them. Evildoers always carry a spare, or at least a donut.
Yeah, this game is just so awful.
Hit the brakes! The Bubble Blaster won't have any effect on those guys. I would just steer clear of them, but I see that they're guarding a bottle of nitro bubbles. Getting around them without being noticed is going to push my driving skills to the limit. So I better activate safe driving mode by clicking the right mouse button. Okay, that was easy. Maybe a little too easy. Now I just have to make sure to keep the Reef Rover's outline from touching theirs. Their outline, I mean. Back!
Yeah, there's a stealth mechanic in the game.
Hooray for super high-octane nitro bubbles! This stuff is
I'm just gonna skip all this dialogue.
Hold down the button after clicking on the bubbles while I move it over the barricade. Then I release them over the barricade to produce some smashing results. Oh no! These hazards must be set up all over the track. I'm gonna need an extra. Aha! That arrow looks suspiciously.
Yeah, look, I missed a trigger right here.
I'll follow them down into the pit area to look for some.
Oh my god. I'm about to die. I have no health.
Sheesh! I need to be more careful. This is a new
Yep,
paint
I
job,
died.
you know.
That's a repair wrench. We've got a mini boss over here. God, this game is just so awful. I know I keep saying it a lot, but no, seriously, it is. It feels awful to actually try and play. The mechanics are so janky. The CG is terrible. Speaking of CG, I just want you to experience what I used to think was an okay game. In fact, one of my first experiences with PC games. So this one was actually my favorite game. I'm gonna skip that. Yeah.
These rundown buildings. I can give them a whack by clicking the left mouse button. I think it's safe to spat that fire by laser beam, you simpletons. I'll have to be careful though, because my power has to recharge a while before I can use it again. So I better keep my power annoying. Seems like the only way to destroy them is to hit them with my laser-dense ocular disintegration power.
Did I forget to mention that as this progresses, more tanks and stuff will show up? Also, it's just really hard. Because as you get this meter almost full, more things will show up to try and stop you. And that causes your health to just drop really quickly. And as for the absolute worst thing about this game, is Patrick.
For
Watch,
some of us,
just watch this
good night's
cutscene. It's
rest
got a
can
bit of
be like
CG
a
in it.
wonderful vacation. Peaceful, relaxing, simple. But for others, not so much.
I, the dreaded Patrick, have assembled the forces of evil to finally destroy him and his pathetic little town. That pea-brained hero has foiled my plans for the last time!
No! What is Bikini Bottom to do in this hour of need? There, under that rock. Is it a worm?
No!
Is it a sand crab?
No!
No, it is Starfish Man.
So, the dreaded Patrick
Yeah.
has decided, well, this, I should use my super-duper rear-end propulsion flip. Ha!
Yeah,
I can
farts.
turn off their deceit with a few well-placed strikes of my tongue lash technique. By clicking the left mouse
Looks like a game I would have made if I knew how to make a game when I was 7.
dental hygienists! The mouths of Bikini Bottom will be liberated from your methods of diabolical torture.
Yeah, the enemies are super buff Patricks, doctors, and door-to-door salesmen. Well, dentists. Not quite doctored. Still a doctor by profession, but not what you'd call a doctor.
It's time to teach you what the
See?
phrase no
Buff
pain,
Patricks.
no gain really means.
Oh yeah, his tongue attack, which is just made of terrible CG. The only cool thing about this is that his stomach has jiggle physics. That's the only interesting thing. Like, this is SpongeBob. And as was the case for me, this was my very first, not just a licensed game that I've played, but pretty much my first ever PC game. And this is what I had to play? Now, mind you, when I was a kid, it never looked this bad to me back then. Ever. I didn't even notice how bad the graphics were, but I guess that's what you can say to a lot of old games that you played as a kid. They used to look really, 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 really good, but now they just don't. Like, you look at them and go, please don't. Just stop. Like, what? What strange decision making went into getting the licensing for this game? Who bribed who to allow them to make a game this bad? And I know I'm crapping on it a lot, but you can download this game yourself. I have the download disc because I got it from my grandma because her computer started working. So I played it the official way, but because the game's so old and how so bad, they're not making any money off of it even now. Um, if you go to archive.org, Internet Archive, and just type in SpongeBob Nighty Nightmare, this should be the first thing that shows up. So, yeah. This wasn't really a normal video that I would make, and I know that this is such a weird contrast to, I don't know, any other game, any other thing that I could post. Usually I upload texting story videos with a couple polls and random stuff that never end up actually becoming anything. Sure, I brought back the Villain Deku series. I mean, not Villain Deku. No, that's not in the works. Don't start going in the comments, please. But what I mean is, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, usually I just make text story videos. This literally came out of the blue, and I know that I'm just sputtering and like just talking on and on and on and on and on. But it's just that bad. But seriously, if you want to play it, you can go to archive.org and type in Nighty Nightmare, and it should be there. It might take some looking, but you're going to have to look for a disk file. In other words, when you run it, it'll make the computer think that it's getting the information off of a disk and will install it as such. Kind of like how big games have to do a data download before they can actually download it when it comes to disk, before you can actually play it. Well, I'm sorry for posting this, but goodbye.